Okay, hello. Welcome everyone to a lovely little game called A Zombie Problem. I am your lovely DM, Pie Guy, and well, we have some fresh faces, one maybe familiar face in the guild hall just relaxing, chilling, and let's just go one by one introducing characters in this order. So starting with the fella right here.
So you see, kind of walking in the guild hall, this 7'9", 310-pound old man, like late 50s, early 60s, looking kind of old man, covered in mud and sticks and twigs and grasses, wearing this studded leather armor, but the studs, instead of being made of like metal rivets, which people are accustomed to, are made with like hardened oak that seem to be sealed together with different types of sap. And then this wooden shield, which seems to be like treated with something. So it looks like it's actually a good shield that's not going to go up in flames when blocks blocks some fire. But he's got himself some pale looking skin, some white hair, some blue eyes, and comes and he's gonna sit down at this table right here. Just thunk. This big weighty body, weighty old man bones.
Perfect.
And I am playing a character named Silperos, a Goliath moon druid, level 3.
Lovely, lovely. Next up, the Toadman. Frogman,
So,
I'm sorry.
oh no, I don't really care. He could be a toad. Actually, no, he couldn't because he's poisonous, and he's amphibious. So you would see. I'm not even sure where he would really be. He's gonna be over here, sort of like chilling on this like stool right at the end, holding in his hand his official Dungeon Dover's Guild membership certificate, and he looks very happy and very excited about it, and he's frantically waving at Rusty to try to get his attention.
Lovely, lovely. Next up, we have this person.
So I happen to be sitting next to the toad guy. You see a tiefling that's has blue skin, green eyes, and ashen hair. Um, he looks a little bit anxious and just kind of been holding a drink and just try to see find someone try to take a quest onto the quest board and see try to start his first mission.
Lovely. Next up, we have what looks to be another tiefling.
Indeed, yes. This tiefling is very, very red from what you can see. She is actually bundled up in a lot of furs, including a hood pulled up around, fur up around her face, although her horns are sticking out of the top. And she is standing as close to actually in the fireplace as she can be. And that is Jilgreth Sunflower, and she is literally straight out of hell.
Perfect. And then last but not least, the rabbit.
All right. You see a rabbit that's decked out in some fairly heavy-looking chainmail armor. He's wearing like a now I'm blanking on the piece of cloth you wear over armor with like a coat of arms on it. Um, Brain not working good. So he looks like he's obviously a soldier. He's armored up. His equipment is like immaculately clean. He's got a big two-handed sword strapped to his back. He's big for a rabbit folk guy, a Harengon, I suppose we call them, um, which is probably uncommon. He doesn't look like the kind of like slim rabbit. He looks like those fat like pet rabbits that you see, but with armor on it. And he's jet black fur, despite what the token looks like. And he kind of just walked in the door and looks very regal and excited to be there.
So, going in that same order that we started, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name, doing?
Um, well, mainly spending some time just like trying to get some of the dirt and some of the sticks and twigs off, but just kind of taking in the surroundings. This is the first time Soparos has made their way to the guild. They've kind of been living not quite in isolation, but kind of out in the outlands, up in the mountainous forest regions, for a long time. So more so just kind of watching and trying to get acquainted with what the normal behavior would be in a place such as this for, well, a very large, encumbered looking person.
Fun. What's Keck doing? You trying to get Rusty's attention?
Yes, Kek is still trying to get Rusty's attention.
Roll me. Roll me a. Roll me a persuasion, because why not? 7. Rusty's busy with other customers. He's like, he kind of eyes you out of the corner of his eye and gives you like, hold on a second.
You see a somewhat sad-looking Grung just sort of like, not like pout, but like he just sort of like collapses, like fine, like he's used to like people ignoring him and waiting, like he's used to waiting, and so he's just sort of like sitting there, like his hands in his lap, just sort of
Sadness.
hunched over.
A few minutes do go by, and eventually Rusty makes his way to you, Keck.
He would immediately perk up and motion towards some sort of beverage that someone else is drinking. He doesn't know what it is, but he wants one of them.
Okay, I'm about to canonize this. You see Rusty kind of grab, because he knows what you are. He grabs like some. Why am I blanking on the word gloves? He grabs gloves, and my brain don't work apparently. And he responds to you with a ribbit. He can speak Grung. Um, and he goes and gives you the same drink that the other person was drinking.
Keck is extremely happy to hear someone else speaking Grung, and he gives Rusty 2 gold coin.
He grabs the gold coins and kind of like washes them off in a sink behind him.
Keck nods. He's like, smart, very, very wise.
Cyril, what are you doing at the bar next to the little frog man?
He seems a little bit tired since he kind of just made his way to this tavern since from quite far away. He was a hermit, kind of just exiled away from the public. So he kind of just made his way to here, try to start making some gold and try to learn a bit more. So, while he's kind of anxious of like this is a strange environment to him, obviously. So he kind of just been playing on a ring that or not really a ring, it's a symbol that he was wearing, that has a mark of a animal painting of a turtle on it. Also, just kind of rubbing that ring while kind of sipping drinks and kind of looking at who is seeing a party to join on the on if in case they're picking up any quest.
All right, give me a perception check. 7. You're looking
Yeah.
around. You see maybe a few people around the guild board, but doesn't look like any parties are currently forming. Just kind of people glancing at it up here. While you sip on your drink, we go to Jilgreth. What are you doing outside of just chilling as close to the fireplace as possible?
I am chilling for sure. It's too cold in here. Is there anybody on the stage right now?
Yes,
Is there any musicians?
there's a lovely band that is currently playing the song you can hear right now in Roll20.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's so admirable how hard you're trying, and do a little clap. And then I'm gonna like go over, just stride purposefully over to the job board and check it out.
Okay, you can give me a perception.
I will do that once I maximize my character sheet.
Ooh. You do indeed spy an interesting post on the board, asking for assistance with some nearby, some undead that have been spotted nearby a village. near an abandoned temple near the village, and is asking for a group of people to gather together, and it's offering 200 gold a person to help clear out these undead.
Nice. Okay, Jilgrath is gonna do what Jilgrath does. She's gonna hop up onto the nearest table. Doesn't matter if anybody's sitting at it. She's just gonna go, hey, everybody. I know that you're all in here and you look, kind of tired. I don't know. But here's some really easy gold, and I could stand some people to come with me if you want to come. It's just undead. It's fine.
And as that gets shouted out, what's our friend Herongon doing?
Yeah, like I said, he's just kind of walked in the door right as all this is going on. And he looks around just as he hears uh, Jill Grath make her little announcement. He walks over to her. He says, "This sounds like what I'm looking for. I've just arrived in town and I need work. I've been let go from um, my company of soldiers, and I need to do something with myself. My sword is available."
Great. So you're all cleared with the guild and stuff.
I sure hope so.
Me
Because, like I
too.
said, I need some work. So let's do this. We'll
Here's
figure
my
it out.
really important question.
Yes,
Are you somebody that I can hide behind?
absolutely.
Fabulous. Let's do this.
So
Anybody else? I'm still on the table.
Meanwhile, Serial just gonna actually go take a look at what's on the board, and after Claire, like knowing what's on it, he'll yell across the room and be like, "I'm in.
Cool.
I can
Can I hide
fight.
behind you?
You can try. I mean, we are about the same size."
Perfect. It's just really whether you're more sturdy than I am.
I have
I need to be protected, you
I have
know.
an AC of 10. We'll figure it out from there. Actually, 14.
You can lie,
Whatever.
it's fine. Cool, there's three of us. Anybody else? It's going quickly. You get to travel
So,
with me. It's really cool.
Soperos will stand up in his 7'9", over 300-pound stature, and just be like, "Well, I mean, I guess I should get involved somehow. So let's get these old bones a working." And as he kind of stands up, you hear the cracking of numerous joints, and he kind of stretches, and you hear all of his bones do that old man sitting too long, kind of creaking and cracking. Walks up
I
and count me in.
I can totally hide behind you.
Oh,
You don't even have to tell me.
I can also turn into things like a bear, so
Oh shit. Yes.
I wouldn't get too close because, bears are scary.
Well, are you going to be on fire while you are a bear?
I hope not.
Okay, well then
That
that's a
would
little bit of
actually
damage
be
for a
the
bear, but that's
opposite of
okay.
what I would want to happen as a bear.
That's
Don't set me
that's
on fire, please.
oh fine. I mean that's how I'm used to them from home, but if you don't want to be just that cool, then I suppose I won't
I'm
set you on fire.
I'm more of like a cold bear.
Okay. Then I will keep far away, but I will hide behind you.
Okay.
You have
That's
been chosen.
I think I volunteered, but okay.
Well,
And
out of everybody so far, you're the one I'm going most likely to hide behind.
You've chosen me as the meat shield. I
I
appreciate it.
have.
as this is happening, Keck, you're still at the bar. Rusty kind of walks up to you again and gives you a few ribbits, which roughly translate to, "There's a job happening. You should go join them."
Uh, Keck would vigorously nod in yes, and then hop down. And are you still up on the table?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You would see this small, like as in 3 foot tall, red frog hop up on the table next to you and like start pulling on the side of your dress or skirt like a toddler, and just like pointing
Oh.
to himself and then like pointing up at the paper.
Oh. Well, hello there. Do you want to hide behind me?
He just sort of turns like his head and he clearly does not understand you, but he still is just like pointing at the paper and like
Okay.
pointing at himself.
So you're coming with us.
He stops tugging on you and pointing, and he just like stands next to you, waiting to follow you. He does not speak common. He does
Got
not
it.
understand you.
Got it. Got it.
That's the
Well,
fun thing about Grung.
I think we have a mascot, y'all.
Lynx with his giant eyes.
Well, where do we need to go? What's the plan?
Well, let's see. Let's take a look at the job posting.
Alright, you take a look at the job posting, and because I'm too lazy to actually check the map of the world that we're in, this is a nearby unnamed village, number 2. And it just says, go there, meet with unnamed NPC number 3, and he'll point you in the way where the undead were spotted.
Perfect. Look, if they can't even bother to name these places, this should be easy.
Should be.
Let's go.
Alright, do you guys all set out then?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna copy you all and move to a new map.
Heck's just tagging along.
Meanwhile, I will try to speak in, let's say, Goblin with Keg and see if he understand that. I don't know why I'm a Goblin to
Keck
begin with.
just sort of like takes like a side step away from you because the last time he heard Goblin, it did not go well for him.
Well,
He
right.
failed every single freaking skill check there was and like went down I think twice that game.
I think so.
It
was
was
a
not
wild time.
What music am I gonna put on for travel music? Here you go. No,
I look to
that's a lie.
Cyril. Jilgreth looks to Cyril and says, "Oh, did that work? Are you talking to? Are you talking to our friend here?"
And just in Inferno, just for fun, I was like, I think he's a little bit scared of me. So you may have to hold on to him for a while now.
So I say in Infernal, well, let's admit it, we are terrifying, right?
We can. I try to be. I don't know about you.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Not that we have to try very hard for people to be scared.
I mean, to be fair, we do have a frog and a rabbit in our team.
That's
so
true.
And a Goliath.
Yeah.
and a
So-
Goliath.
you have
Yeah.
both ends of the spectrum.
Right.
We got demons, we got frogs, we got big giant men, and we got a rabbit.
Yeah, go Root Knight, just be a large boy. Super big.
Diversity, we has it.
Yes.
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna try undercommon with Tech. Just say, "Hey, how you doing?" Nothing. Okay. Well, I tried.
and that's what matters, that you tried.
Yeah, it's true.
So you guys eventually make it to unnamed village number 2 and are pointed in a direction. And as you're kind of walking down, you see as you're walking towards the direction of the abandoned temple where these undead have been spotted, you see some smoke over yonder. That could possibly be a campfire. And as you all kind of sneak closer, you spy a campsite. It is kind of laid out as you're walking. You spy a campsite and what looks to be, indeed, some zombie action around this campfire and what look to be a few corpses in these different beds.
Ooh, corpses.
Yeah.
That was in character.
Seeing this, Keck would like to stealth.
Sure, roll a stealth. By the way, you're all down here on the map. Cat just runs into a nearby bush and is gone from eyesight of everyone.
Well,
No,
Uh,
so what's our play here?
I mean, if there's zombies, weren't we hired to destroy them?
Sure, yeah.
I think we should do that then.
Like this plan. It has no details. That's my favorite.
Um,
Are you sure
okay.
the people's dead? Like those dead on the ground?
Maybe not, but I think the zombies are probably bad. We can go check on the other people when we get up there.
Good, good.
Okay. As long
Yes.
as they don't awake in the middle of the fight.
If they wake mid-fight, then I don't know what to do. I'll just punch them, and they can fall asleep again.
Okay, good thing I'm good at punching.
There you go.
That's all I do.
I
You
like
know
it.
what?
I like it.
Big guy, I like your style, and I am going to be hiding behind you. So, what I would like to just say before we go into this is do that voodoo that you do so well. And you now have bardic inspiration.
Yeah. It's what, a D6?
Yes.
Cool.
'Cause I'm
Um,
just a baby bard.
would you say that there is moonlight outside right now?
Perhaps.
Excellent. Because as we're all talking and they are inspiring me, I'm gonna look over at these zombies and without really I'm gonna point to the zombies, do a quick look over, and I'm just gonna snap and I'm gonna cause Moonbeam to drop right here, right beside the zombie.
Wow.
Ooh.
So, you know, I need a little thingy, a little 5 foot token to put right there.
Can I do one more thing before we hop into it?
Sure. What would you
In a
like to
sort of
do?
prep kind of way. Let me just roll a d12 real quick.
Here, this snowman will be your little marker.
Oh wow, that's a big snowman. Cool. You want to give me control of it so
Okay.
I can move it around?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Okay.
What's the radius?
It is a 5 foot radius. It's the snow right here.
A large creature.
Yes.
Perfect for killing kids.
Oh yes. Murdering zombie children. Excellent.
Okay. This is just a little buff for me in this case. I just say, you know what? This whole situation reminds me of a story that my great great grandmother told one time where she had a run in with undead and she managed to make all of them fall in love with her, which is really weird because you'd think they wouldn't have any emotions or whatever. But, then she had a zombie entourage and it was pretty cool, and I think I want one of those.
I think that's called a necromancer? A necro-romancer.
No, yeah, 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 yeah. That. Hey,
Hey!
Are you a
Dean
spirits
gets
bard?
inspiration.
nice.
Are you a spirits bard?
I am.
Remember, because I have one too, that you can only roll the equivalent of the bardic inspiration die that you have, so you don't get the full D12 yet. You only get the D6 out the
Oh,
gate.
you're right. You're right.
Uh,
You're right. You're right. You're
I
right.
love spirits bards though.
I
So.
gave you snowman control, by the way. I just gave you the actual stat block
Oh,
that I had for
okay.
snowman, but it should have control over the actual
Uh,
thingy-majiggy, the token on the board.
I can't move the one on the board.
Oh, but you can move that one.
I can move this one. Yeah, here, I'll do this. There you go. You want to make him small and give me the, oh
Oh,
no, the old smackaroony?
yeah, was he right here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then 5 foot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I rolled this the right way this time.
There you go.
So who's squishy aside from me, Meta?
Not me.
Not me.
I'm sort of, but I haven't tried it yet.
Okay. Well, since you are my cousin, Tiefling, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna go, hey, listen. What I have heard, what I have heard is that um the
Do that.
the more sturdy you are, the better that you're going to do against undead, because if history has taught us nothing, it is that they shred easily and you need to not do that as much. So, you now have, just roll this real quick. Do, 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 to
Do
find
do
out how
do
many
do do
temp
do.
hit points you get. You get 2 temp hit points plus
Yay.
my bard level, which is 3, so you have 5 temp hit points, and you also have walking speed increased by 10 feet and a +1 bonus to your AC.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. We just gave the monk more movement speed.
With that, I'm gonna put on the fight music.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And
Did you play
what?
this character before? This tiefling before?
Who,
In
me?
a game? Yeah.
Yeah, one game.
Shouldn't you be level 4 then?
With you. I am a level 3
Ah.
bard, level 1 warlock.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, I know I've seen this character before. Should
You
not be
have.
level 3. Should be high.
So the one zombie has to make a save.
It does. It's a DC Constitution 13.
Ooh, con save.
Nice, nice, nice.
And it's gonna take this much radiant damage.
I should have put its health bar on its token. Okay. Cool.
Where is the freaking volume for?
It's under settings, and you have to find the audio video drop down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but.
Yep.
There. Oh gosh.
And I will say that Jack Kanan is ahead of me in initiative because I only have a +1 and a +2. So.
Yeah. Yup. Now we just need Jilgreth in the initiative.
Sorry.
38.
Well-
and only 20 off.
Close enough.
Let me
20 off.
Hey, I was close enough, right?
add
Yeah.
turn. Yeah, I don't know why the name is still like that. That's weird. They kept the old name. That's so strange. All right, well, Jilgreth, or I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name. You're up first.
Not me.
Joe, where's this first?
With 18.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to sneak a little bit. Let's see. Does that pretty much put me in cover about right there? Or at least half cover?
I'll say you can hide behind the tree trunk.
Okay. So I'm going to try to be sneaky. Whoops, that was survival instead of stealth.
I mean, you
Try
could
that
certainly try and
again.
survive this encounter.
Huh?
I said you can certainly try and survive this encounter.
I mean, it seems like it might be fun.
A 15
I'm
stealth?
just going to... Yes, 15 stealth.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the zombies notice you. They all kind of turn their heads and see the wide open group. You manage to run past as they're turning their heads so they don't spot you.
Okay. I am going to... This is... I'm doing it for shits and giggles because it just seems funny to me, both me and my character. I'm going to toll the dead on the closest zombie.
So this
Because-
fella.
It's dead and I'm gonna toll the dead.
Yes, and that is a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom 13, please.
14.
Ah,
Some wise asses.
man.
With a
So it
plus
wasn't
0.
as funny as I wanted it to be.
So unfortunately, the bells toll, but it doesn't seem to have affected the zombie.
Nope. It made a lot of noise, though.
Yup. In his brain,
Yep.
which may or may not be there.
Right.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
Alright, Cyril.
Alright, let's see, with my 50 foot of movement here, unarmed strike.
Alright, go for it.
Okay, 19.
19 does indeed hit the zombie.
And bonus action, which is actual attack.
Yeah.
So it's a 5. So I can double to 10. Or should I roll again?
You actually get just max damage on your second one, so your whatever you rolled plus your max dice.
Max is 6 per hit, so 12.
Okay,
It's
well,
1d4 plus 1
you
plus 2.
put
Oh,
your
you get plus your d4 because that would be your crit dice. So you'd get 9 or 10. You get 10.
well, you take your 2 punches, and your second punch goes right through the head of the zombie and kill him. Dead zombie.
Yay. And that's
Anything
my turn.
else? Okay, Keck.
Okay. So no one sees it, but Keck would draw out a. Actually, let me make sure. It's still yeah, because it's 80 feet. Cool. So he would pull out an arrow and rub it against his chest, and then steady himself to take a shot at that guy.
Okay. That
21.
hits.
And it takes uh, 8 piercing and 4 sneak attacks, so 12 damage. And then I need, even though I think I know it doesn't matter, a con 12 save, please.
Well, I'd love to give it to you, but it doesn't matter. But I'll do it anyways.
That's what I figured. It takes 4 poison damage that I'm guessing it's immune to.
Except it doesn't.
Fine. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. And can I re-stealth, or is that a full action?
You're a rogue. No, I must say, because your bonus action is the grung poison, right?
Oh, no, wait, sorry, I can't. Because I took steady aim, so I can't move.
True.
So, that is my turn.
All right, Jack.
All right. Well, a little far back here, and despite being what would otherwise be a very nimble race, I am not built that way. So he's just going to saunter up, all big and burly wise, up to this guy.
Okay, is that? I assume that's dashing your full action.
That's a dash, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to take any sort of bonus action.
Oh no, you have to make a save because you ran directly into Moonbeam.
Oh, you're right.
It's a DC 13 con save.
Screw it. Why not?
As you get engulfed in
I-
ghostly radiant flame.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
gonna
fine.
have a.
You have
See?
to take half of this though, so I hope I
Oh.
roll low. Oh damn!
Oh no!
Oh,
I
no.
rolled really well.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh no.
Do we roll up or down here?
Oh, I round up.
So 9.
Of course you do.
Damn. No, as you wrote. No.
Well, Silperos.
It's still his turn though, I think, right? Or did you take the dash?
He
action?
dashed. Yeah,
Yeah,
he took the
dashed, yeah.
dash action.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my moonbeam off of my compadre to put it onto the zombie.
Okay,
because,
and that is a what is it?
he'll have to make it when he starts his turn.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah. So on his turn, he's what 65 feet away. So, can I use some of my movement, wild shape, and then use the full movement of the thing I transform into?
That sounds about right.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna do this then. I'm going to start running, and after about 15 feet, you see the large giant man turn into this. I need to make that large, please. Into a large icy dire wolf
Just
who
gonna-
will run up here to attack the thing. And then since I used one of my wild shapes, I will now. I use my action to move it, so I can't actually attack with my action. But to make sure I don't hit myself with my own moonbeam, I'm going to stay right here. So run up, see my moonbeam, and actually I'm gonna have my moonbeam move there and run there. That way we're all kind of safer. And that is my turn. I turn into a snowy ice-coated dire wolf and just roll up beside the zombie.
Okay, the zombie's turn.
Now they
Gilgriff
save.
just screams, "That is so metal!"
And it's a con.
It is a con save, yes. DC 13.
18.
So it will take half of this.
Wow.
So 8.
8
So good
damage.
Mm-hmm.
This zombie definitely isn't looking good. However, you kind of see him. He points. He lets out a finger towards all of you that he can see, and kind of lets out this low kind of growl scream. And as he lets out the growl scream, you see rising from the sleeping bags the corpses that
Ooh.
were previously just resting.
More to the party, everybody!
Oh, I gotta scroll up to see this guy. Boop. And then with that, he's gonna take a slam attack into the wolf.
Okay. That misses.
Yes, makes sense. Jogreth, while I roll initiative for these other zombies.
Yes. So I, at the moment, am gonna move up about to there, and I'm going to look at the one who seems to have just woken up or raised the other ones, and just sort of call, "Hey, hey, excuse me. I think it's important for you to know that when you're dead, you're supposed to stay laying down." And going to do a little hex.
Ooh, you're hexing.
I am hexing.
Which one is that?
That is
Well, yeah,
I
which
get to deal damage, extra damage.
well, which one are you hexing is what I mean.
Our boss one.
The one between the wolf and the rabbit.
Yes.
Got
Yes,
it.
please. Yes, please. So they are hexed. And then let's see, that was a spell for my bonus action, right? So I can't do another one.
What would you like him? What would you like
Oh,
him?
I can do a cantrip. You're right. Thank you.
What ability would you like him to have disadvantage on?
Oh, let's see. I think maybe Constitution, because they
Alright.
seem a little more sturdy than we would all like.
Okay.
So yeah, let's say con, and then I'm going to try Toll the Dead again. Why not?
Alright. Wisdom saving throw on Big Boss Man.
Yep.
He gets a natural 20.
God damn it. Okay. That was me in character again. God damn it.
The bells toll, but seemingly do nothing.
I'm just marking him for y'all. That's the
bell
boss.
tolls for thee.
Yes, that's the boss. The one with the bells over, that thing.
Alright, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna go with this zombie who wakes up and walks to the wolf.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
And is gonna try and slam.
Nope.
Nope. Cyril.
Scurry.
Alright, okay. Is any of them looks more significantly bigger than any others, or like more powerful? Despite that, this one was called a boss.
They all look like, normal zombies, nothing special about them.
Okay, so I'll make my way to the one on the left.
Okay.
And instead of punching, I will use my quarterstaff with one hand. So that
A
and
12 does hit.
which was 3, and bonus action an arm strike.
Which hits,
that's
yes.
13 and 3.
For more 3. Alright. You are wailing on the zombie, and he's just kind of taking the hits like a champ. Is that your go?
I have my I will. That's my goal.
Alright, Keck.
All right, well, I see everyone waking up here, and he's out of range, but everyone else is in range. I imagine that guy's not gonna be long for the world. So I'm going to fire an arrow at the one that the weird blue guy who tried talking to me ran over here.
All right.
And yeah, steady aim,
That
18
hits.
for 20.
Oof.
Nice.
All right, let's see something real quick.
Fail that save.
Let's see. So con saving throw, DC of 5 plus the damage taken.
Oh god.
So con save. Will it do it if I just hit undead fortitude? No, I have to actually do it. Okay. Kabloom.
Con is oh, that's ability checks. Never mind.
And I need to make a con save.
Not you.
Okay.
So it dead.
Yeah, this zombie is dead.
Aw.
Fallen.
And I jump a little bit from
Yeah,
that.
you just see a random arrow just come out of nowhere.
You just hear the sound of the whistling.
And then 5, 10.
You
15.
steady aimed.
Oh, damn,
Alright,
I did. I'll kill the other ones later.
is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay, this zombie who just woke up is going to shamble on over to Cyril and try and slam him
Yeah, that hit.
Rude.
for 2 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Okay.
You gonna be okay?
I think so.
This zombie is
He's not
going
a
to.
wizard, guys. That's some HP.
Let's see.
Oh no, he's down.
He's gonna. This one's gonna shamble right here. Jack.
Well, Jack is not one for subtlety, so he is going to bring his greatsword down on the one in front of him.
Okay.
Here, and hopefully slice and dice.
An 11 hits.
Okay, I'll take it.
And so he's got to beat a 15 con save to stay standing.
Ah,
You cut into the zombie. You slice one of his arms off, and he kind of goes falling backwards and staggered a bit, but he immediately rises back up with his other arm still holding out to swipe at you.
I look
Also
at it,
rude.
very confused, and I think I will kind of duck under the wolf and move to these guys.
Okay.
'Cause I'm not a smart rabbit, and he likes fighting things.
All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn for now, yes.
Sopros.
You hear me growl because I was going to move the moonbeam there, but I'm not gonna kill my own teammate with my own moonbeam. So instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave this zombie as he is, and I'm gonna attack this zombie with advantage because of pack tactics.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a bite at that zombie. So that's a 15,
Against which one? That one? Okay.
one
15
is-
does hit.
and 8 damage, and then a strength save of DC 13 or be knocked prone. Alright, cool. So he's not knocked prone, but they do take 8 piercing damage as I bite down my icy wolf jaws.
You bite down into the zombie, rip off some rotting flesh, and it doesn't taste good.
No, it doesn't. And that's it.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to do.
This zombie has to make a moonbeam save.
13 con or take some damage.
I think it's dead no matter what, though, because it's radiant.
It is radiant. So
I'll be the judge of the radiant. Maybe he's not dead. Maybe I gave him special immunities.
Oh, okay.
He's dead though.
Well, it took 14 radiant damage as he just gets disintegrated by the moonlight.
All right, this other zombie is gonna try and hit the one that was knocked prone. Is gonna stand, or not knocked prone. Is gonna stand up anyways, cause he's wobbling. He's gonna try and slam Wolf.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. Jogreth. Your turn.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about my contributions so far. Like I've been a very valuable member of the party. Who got wounded earlier? Is anybody looking kind of sort of rough-ish?
Well, Jack got wounded by the moonbeam when he ran directly into it. Otherwise, I think Cyril got hit a little bit too, but more of a tickle.
I have temporary hit point from you.
So yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna come up. It'd help if I could move this so that I can see. Let me see. I'm gonna come up by my buddy Jack. And let's see if I can get there. If I go here, is that occupying your space, Alex?
What space? Where are you going?
Right there.
Well, you can't be under me. I am a large creature, so I do take up
Okay.
all 4 of those squares.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, then, okay, what I'm gonna do then is just come to here then and, target the one that's being flanked by the 2 of you, and I'm just gonna whisper to it. I'm gonna say, I think it's really sweet that you're really trying to look like a living person after you're dead, but I just have to tell you, you're not doing very well at it. So, wisdom saving throw, please.
Don't forget, you can move your hex and do more damage.
Oh, because that guy died, huh?
I had been muted this entire time. Which one are you doing? This
That
guy?
right there, yes.
This
First one.
this
and
one, okay.
Sorry, I don't know how to ping. But yeah, thank you for the reminder.
If
I'm gonna go ahead and
you
move my hex.
have
also.
on the left hand side the little row of different icons on Roll20. If you just have it on the little clicker and you click down, hold down the mouse button or whatever on screen, yeah.
Thank
Or
you.
just double click.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, I would like to move my hex to that zombie and have them make a Wisdom 13 saving throw, please.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. He got a 12.
Ha! All right, so that is 4 damage, and then let's do our hex damage, shall we?
What is the spiritual focus damage?
You get extra spiritual damage, so you actually do 9 from your Vicious Mockery. Because Spirit Bards get, when they use their spiritual focus, they do extra d6 damage to all their spells.
Oh.
Just free damage. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
You viciously mock this zombie's persona of him trying to pass as a living being, and you see what could possibly be the last of his tear ducts working as a single gross tear rolls down his face.
I know. Let it all out. I know.
We're not supposed to fall in love with the zombie. I've seen the movies.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
All right, Cyril, the zombie's up in your face.
Yeah, I will. Quarter staff, 1 hit.
That hits.
Damage and
6.
bonus
Okay.
action.
That, believe it or not, also hits.
Oh wow. Okay, so
6. You're just pummeling this zombie, and he's still taking the hits. He's definitely looking worse for wear, though. You kind of dented his chest a little bit.
Oh really? Okay, then fuck it. Let's gonna spend a key and cast Flurry of Blow. So I think that's 2 more unarmed strike.
Just 1 more. Because Flurry of Blows gives you 2 attacks for the bonus action.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep, got it. One more.
And that hits.
Uh, that's 6 more.
6 more. He is you cave, your hand goes right through his chest, but luckily he doesn't need his chest to keep fighting you, so he's still standing.
Okay. Just as my open hand thing, I will make he. I'm just gonna throw that into a chat, shall I? That thing. Uh, just so anyway, so he cannot take reaction until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So I just gonna making my way to around
Making
the
your way
beam
downtown.
and just get near my fellows, and that's my turn.
Okay, Keck.
Beautiful.
Well, I saw him leave, but I'm gonna shoot at that guy.
Okay.
And yep, I'm gonna study aim that way I get my sneak attack. Uh,
Yes.
25. For 11.
All right. Well, let's see.
Meets.
Oh snap!
Yeah, you
Exactly that.
the arrow goes the arrow pierces the like upper like the upper bicep of the zombie as he kind of reaches his hand out to block it in a somewhat human like reaction, and it pierces him, and he just like growls at the bushes, still standing thanks to his undead fortitude.
Dab him. That's my turn.
Okay. Well, this zombie is going to 5, 10, 15, 20 begin walking towards the bushes, shambling towards the bushes. This zombie, seeing a new person in town. Why am I clicking over here? I have DT Beyond open for zombies. I don't need my sheets. Uh, Actually, no. This zombie wants rabbit for dinner, so he's going to try and slam into the rabbit. Does an 11 hit,
No.
and it's your turn.
All right. Well, does the moonbeam does it trigger as soon as I go into it?
Yeah, so for the moonbeam, it is when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So if you walk in, you gotta make a save.
Okay. So not gonna do that. Not smart, but also able to learn. Um.
Moonburn hurts, guys. We don't have lotion for that.
Someone should invent that.
Need some cortisone cream. Okay.
Pack the aloe.
Let's smash with greatsword on this guy.
Okay.
Like we can take that. Hey.
Yup.
Nice.
And it's a crit, so he dies. You slice right down the middle, and two halves of a once living human, now dead, is even deader as they just kind of split apart and slough off of each other.
That's right. Okay. I will move there, and we'll call that a turn.
Okay, Silperos.
I believe I have a bunch of movement. Yeah, I got 50 feet. I almost made myself a moorbounder and had 70 feet of movement. Just because.
Those are fun.
I'm just gonna go bop, 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 and just come over here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use pack tactics and bite down on a zombag.
Did
with,
you just
24.
say zombag?
You heard me. For 9 piercing damage, and it needs to make a strength save. It's prone now.
He is prone now. As you maul on his back and knock him down.
Yes.
Getting some gross, rotten back meat in your mouth.
And then I'm just gonna drool right over his face and spit the meat back in his face.
You spit it right back into the slot where you bit out, and it refits.
Gross. But But yeah, so it's prone, so everything around it's gonna get a good old time here, except things not beside it. So yeah, that's
or
my turn.
ranged.
Right.
All right, Jogreth.
So Jilgreth saw that whole spitting thing and she was like, I love that. Wow, that you remind me of my uncle. It was fabulous. Gonna go ahead and move my hex to that one,
Alrighty.
please. And I don't know, this is doing pretty well. So she's gonna yell. She's not whispering in its brain this time. She's just gonna yell. Usually we tell the dog to sit and stay. Wisdom.
All
Saving
right.
throw. 13, please.
He got a 19.
Oh man. All right.
This zombie
Nice
is
zombies.
this zombie's more impervious to your petty insults.
Yeah, I know. Let me go ahead. No, I'm not. I'm done.
All
I'm done.
right, Cyril.
I'm just standing there pouting is what I'm doing.
Why aren't my spells working?
Hey, Viv.
If someone is prone, do I get advantage or?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Okay. So quarterstaff,
10
which is
hits.
a 10, and that will be a 3 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then I guess if he's not dead,
He is
one more
not.
then,
Yeah, that hits.
and
3
3
more
more.
bludgeoning. You are just wailing on the zombie. You're swinging your quarterstaff on its back. You hear a crack. You go in with a punch. You hear more bones breaking. But this zombie is still letting out growls. He is still living. Well, you know what I mean. He ain't
Yeah,
living, but he's living.
I just tapping the zombie instead of punching. But that's my turn.
All right, Keck. This zombie is moving to the bushes.
Oh, we're just gonna have to do something about that, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. 13 hits.
For 14 damage.
All right. Well, let's find out. Nope. This zombie finally takes a blow right to his face and drops dead.
Cool.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn. Yeah.
This zombie is gonna stand up, and
he gets
he
up again.
is gonna wildly swing behind him and try and hit the wolf.
All right. That does hit for 7. Hold on.
7 bludgeoning.
Let's see if I make my wisdom save. As my wolf. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. All right,
Oh, wait,
Jack.
not wisdom save. It's a con save. Hold on.
Yes, it
Wrong one.
is.
But I have to use the wolf's con because that doesn't carry over. But it's the same, so it doesn't actually matter. +2, 7. Oh,
Oh.
no, moonbeam goes away.
Well, goodbye, snowman.
That's fine.
Jack, you're up.
Well, see if I can clean this guy up.
All right.
Got a great sword that I like to use. Seems to work well.
That hits. 10. Let's see. He needs a DC 15 con save to still live.
Oh!
Yeah.
Please describe to me how you finish off the last zombie.
I think a classic over the head swing straight down the middle of his skull, cleaving him in two,
Badass.
throwing guts everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Blood all over you guys.
Oh yeah. Excellent.
Nice.
That's combat.
That
There doesn't seem
stinks.
to be more zombies around.
I'm clapping. Good hustle, guys. Good hustle. I liked what I'm seeing out there. Well, this was easy.
I just try to clean myself off.
I just shake them all off so everyone gets covered in the guts that landed on me. So.
Keck would like to come over and just like investigate some of these bags here.
Sure, give me an investigation.
Start rummaging.
Hey, look, I found a bag.
You
Can
found a backpack.
Cool.
Can I try and pick up on a trail of where the zombies may have come from
You
with my
may.
nose. Cool. Perception, rely on hearing or smell. With my nose, it's advantage. Bam.
Do a sniff.
You do indeed smell the air. You smell the smelly smell of rotten flesh and blood, and it is coming from further down this river.
Okay. And it's starting to get a little bit later at night.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just because I can be a wolf for an hour and it's not been anywhere near that. I'm gonna just kind of like start prowling that way until I might find something maybe, but I'm not gonna like attack or anything like that.
Mhm.
Just get within if I find anything within say 25 minutes walking away from camp, and then come back.
Okay, so while you're off searching for the smell, what's everyone else doing at the camp? Keck is failing his search and finding a backpack in a backpack.
And I try to find the other backpack that I'm
Sh-
at.
sure, roll me an investigation.
That's
Well,
not
that
any
was
better.
you can intimidate the backpack, sure, but I want an investigation.
Tell me of your
Oh,
wares.
I can reroll it.
That's
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
What is in you? You find.
Where
Let's
are the
see
other
here.
drugs going?
You find 15 copper pieces and a few notes and a few letters in this backpack.
What are the letters and the notes kind of say?
As you look at them, they seem to be very roughly, kind of like scribbled notes, almost as if a child would have drawn on them. Some of them are covered in blood, so it's kind of hard to make out. But you make out a few words, and at most you can make out are the words "must rebuild."
Hmm.
I walk back to my companion and be like, take a look at this. I think they'll try to fix some stuff. I don't know where they're going. I don't know where they're from, but I found these.
I wonder if they're rebuilding a factory for more zombies. That would be fun.
Like a graveyard?
Yeah. Something. I mean, you have to have a little bit more than a graveyard.
Yeah, you also need that people too.
Yeah. I mean, and you have to. Anyway, it's complicated. Huh. I don't know. I I would kind of like to take a look at these zombie corpses and see if I can get any sense about how long they've been dead.
Sure. You can give me a medicine check if you'd like.
I would love to. I am distracted by the gore.
Mm-hmm. You're just fascinated. It's
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea. They could have been dead for 2 seconds for as long as you know.
Well, technically, they kind of have been just dead for 2 seconds.
Well, yeah, that's true. So yeah, there's your answer.
Listen, the way that blood splatters when it's like already coagulated is really cool.
I've watched Dexter. I know.
Jack
So
kind of immediately after the battle grabs like some cloth, maybe one of the bedrolls, and starts cleaning off his equipment and gear, getting all of the blood splatters off of himself.
okay, as you're cleaning up, Silpros, as you follow the scent down river a little bit, you do spy what looks to be a after maybe 25-30 minute walk, like right as you're about to head back, you do find what looks to be on the other side of a river, what looks to be the ruins of a temple. They told you about an abandoned temple. It does look to be the ruins of a temple, and you spy a large creature in front of the temple. You do hear more groaning and undead sounds from inside the ruins, but you spy the one thing that catches your wolfy eyes is a very large creature seemingly moving some boxes and some crates around. And this is what you see. if it will go.
Oh, okay. Ooh, gross.
And it looks to be moving around some boxes and crates into this ruined temple.
Eee, that's gross. All right. Well, I see that happening, and once I see it, I kind of watch it for a second, and I see that it's because I maintain all my mental stats when
Mhm.
I'm in my wolfy form. I will watch it for a couple of minutes, see what it's doing, and then I will creep away so that I'm out of its sight, and then I will just take off sprinting back so that eventually I make it back to the campsite just as I am losing my wild shape, and I'll basically like to imagine that I like run to here, and then all of a sudden I just go from being a four-legged wolf to just being a bipedal Goliath as I just make my entrance back to the campsite. Like,
I like to imagine as you're like running back as the wolf, you do like a combat roll
mm-hmm.
when
And
you're
just like,
transforming. Yeah.
and I stretch, and you hear all my bones crack again
Nice.
as I'm like stretching back into my normal form. I think I found what we're looking for.
What's the matter, boy? Is Timmy trapped in the well?
Now it's a flesh golem.
Ew.
Yeah, it's pushing boxes into a temple, and I smell a lot of dead stuff. So
Oh, a temple, right. Wasn't there like a something in this thing about a ruined temple? Maybe that's what they're rebuilding.
that would make sense. He was pushing boxes into a temple of dead stuff. So
Well, as much as I appreciate gentrification, I suppose we should probably go stop them.
maybe, but I'm gonna go to sleep first, cause you know that's never a bad thing. So and it's dark outside, and I can't see in the dark. So yeah.
Oh, are you not feeling well?
No, I mean I could push through the night. I mean if you really, but you know, I figured everyone else would want to rest for the night.
Oh, right. You can't see. Mm.
I mean, I can do this, and I like snap my fingers and I produce a flame inside of my hand, and
Mm-hmm.
I can see like this, and I just walk around with a flame. But we also have a campfire, so you know.
Well, does everybody want to stop or
If you were to look over towards the campfire, you would see an adorable little frog meticulously digging a small pit about 4 foot or so in diameter, lining the inside with a rain tarp, and then pulling out a decanter of endless water and filling it up, making himself a little bathtub that he just sort of burrows down into.
Oh.
Like you know how like if you go out of the pond at night and you like shine a flashlight, you just see like the two eyes of a frog sticking out. That's exactly what you would see from this now little hole filled with water next to the campfire.
Looks like he's already camp digging in for the night. So
okay? Well, I guess we camp then.
Guess it's time to sleep.
Gilgreth is going to sit as close to the fire as she possibly can. Some of her furs are smoking a little bit.
Right, so you guys can set up for the night and take a long rest at this zombie encampment. Um, nothing goes wrong during the night. I wouldn't do that to you guys. So you guys can all get the benefit of a long rest. You know, get all your spells back, get all your health back.
Thank you.
As morning comes and the sun rises.
Would Keck have been able to reclaim his arrows?
Yes.
Okay.
So, sun comes up, you're all healed to full, you got your spells back, got your arrows back, you had your little froggy bath. What's next? You know where the temple is.
Jack
Gilgreth
is
is
up
making coffee and scowling at people.
yeah, Jack gets up like right at the crack of dawn, gets everything ready, and then he kind of just watches and wanders about slowly as the others wake up.
All right.
I was just meditating alongside the cliff, so I kind of just didn't get up, just come over.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I will make my. I'll wake up, do my morning stretches. I will just because I'm interested to know the weather for the day. I'm gonna druid craft a little sensory effect in front of me so I can know what the weather's gonna be like for the day and prepare.
It's gonna be it's gonna be kind of cloudy, windy, but not rain clouds, normal clouds.
Hmm. All right. Well, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go get this done. I am not sleeping outside more than one night.
Sometimes you have to when you're doing work. You know, that just happens.
You know what? The more we can do so that I do not have to, the happier everybody will be. Trust me.
All right. Complaining on campaign doesn't get you very far, but let's just go get it
I'm
done.
just stating a fact. That's all.
All right.
Well, I know where the temple is from when I scouted there yesterday, so let's go. And I will
Lead on.
start to lead the way.
All right. I'm just gonna move these zombies and then move all you close so I can copy and paste. Bloop, bloop.
Heck literally would just like start following. Like if he sees someone like start to walk off in a direction, he'll just start following.
Okay. I need to do a
I
thing.
hope no one left to pee. You had an audience.
That was earlier.
You had an audience.
All right.
A frog.
A frog.
You guys can place yourselves wherever you'd like to be, but eventually you make it here. You are all up here. In the corner, top left.
Like I big.
That's a big old flesh golem.
And you all indeed spy this flesh golem. And rather than last night where he was moving boxes so close, you actually see him struggling to kind of like he's doing brickwork. It seems like he's struggling to slather, like cement on this wall and place bricks on it to try and rebuild it. But every now and then he drops one and has to bend over, pick it up, put it back.
Well,
Keck does not like the sight of such a huge creature, and so he's gonna stealth and just like hopefully dive into this little tree bush area.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, you think you're hidden.
Yep, I think I do.
So, bunny friend,
Mm-hmm.
I had this cousin who was absolutely the best sword fighter I have ever seen. Um, it was like when he hit people, it was almost as if the sword was made out of stone because it would just hit them with such impact. Now, it is a shame that he died because my great aunt poisoned him, but I don't think that that discounts his legend at all.
Okay.
So when you uh let's see. Da-da-da. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry. I'm just learning how to play this class, guys. Who's our other never mind. Rewind. Retcon.
it was a good story.
It was a great story. Who am I the only really spellcaster?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I'm a druid. I have
I was
That's
spells.
gonna say-
true.
I was gonna
Okay.
say,
So okay, that was a story for my druid friend. And the thing is, my cousin was like, he was a magic user, but when he cast spells, it was like they were getting hit with a stone sword. So I think maybe you might try that.
Good to know. I will. I'll look at that and I'll try and
And
do
let
something
me
about it.
tell you what your damage to add will be. Gonna be 11 points of force damage that you will be able to add.
Oh snap! It's a lot of force damage.
Yes, it is.
Just one time on one attack.
I think so. Yeah, just one.
Cool. All right.
So you guys see this flesh golem trying to repair the walls of this place. What do you do?
Does he seem to? He's not noticing us at all.
No, he seems very, very focused on his work.
Well, he seems like he's just working here, guys. He's not doing anything wrong, is he?
Can I look and see if I see any, I don't know, runes, insignias, anything on what's kind of the ruins here to see if I can get an idea of what this temple was for previously?
Sure, you can give me a religion check.
Alrighty.
Whoa.
30-20.
Okay, 1 second. Gotta find something real quick. So you, from afar, you kind of look around, and you do indeed see some symbols that are familiar to you. Uh, you see symbols on the walls of a what looks to be a pair of hands bound with red cord on one of the walls, and with that check, you know that this used to be, or looks like it used to be, a temple to the god Ilmater.
Ooh. Pain, illness, rah, rah, rah. So, I think our course of action here, gentlemen and frog, depends on how we feel about Ilmater.
I don't really have opinions on gods and stuff. I don't have time for it.
Well, I mean, he's a pretty cool dude, but I think we probably won't get paid unless we stop this whole zombie problem. And you said it was kind of coming from here, right?
Yes, you all can indeed hear more sounds. Actually, from where some of you guys are, you'd be able to spy a few more zombies inside the temple itself, and they all equally seem to be trying to rebuild various parts of the temple.
Is it like kind of like an open roof situation? Like
Yeah,
the roof is gone. Oh yeah.
the roof's gone, shattered inwards or broken inwards. A bunch of the walls are broken, exactly as you see it, and you can see the flesh golem seems to be working on the outside, whereas some of these zombies are trying to repair, albeit horribly because their limbs really don't work as well, but they seem to be trying to repair the inside of the temple.
I will start stealth my way. Let's see. Just kind of to here.
All right, let's see a stealth roll.
22.
Yeah, you sneak up, no one notices you, and from where you are, you can actually see another zombie kind of at the edge of the temple down here with what looks to be a little ghoulie boy next to him, and this zombie seems to be more uh, intelligent. It kind of looks like, because it seems like he's sitting on this rock and like motioning to the other undead to work, essentially.
Smart zombies.
So I can see all 4 from my perspective. All 5 of them. Okay. I'm gonna make my way back, like over here, wherever they can see me, and just show them a 5 signal with How many finger do I have? How many finger do tiefling have? Can it do the five
Yeah,
sign
they're
language?
like humans.
Yeah.
Okay, they are just gonna do a 5 sign language to to then point it over there.
So, you want us to wait for 5 minutes? What's happening?
I think he means there's 5 people over there.
Oh, okay. Like people, or god people, or zombie people?
Probably dead people.
I try to walk like a zombie a little bit and just kind of roll there. Do I roll like a performance check or something for that?
Sure, sure. Give me a performance. Yeah, it's a good imitation of a zombie.
Okay.
Okay, first word, 2 syllables.
As you guys are all
Fine.
talking, you see the flesh golem walk up to this side of the temple and begin trying to put bricks on the wall.
Well, do we want to attack the things, or just kind of go and try and talk to the undead stuff?
I don't know if they're gonna talk much, are
Talk to them?
I don't know. I'm not a very charismatic giant.
they? Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
I mean, if there's a face to this group, I don't,
Can
I
you talk
mean-
to dead people?
I, I mean, it's very easy to talk to them. It's getting them to listen that's really the problem.
Auto response. Oh, I cannot hear you guys. Never mind. Ignore me.
Well,
But so it looked like there was one that was in charge. Maybe, hear me out, we sneak around and kill that one, and all the rest of them fall over.
that's a thought. Go for it.
What, by myself?
I'll follow you.
No. The deal was that I'm behind you, honey.
I'm not very sneaky, guys. You see
Yeah.
me? I'm almost 8 feet tall and over 300 pounds. I'm not a sneaky man.
Yeah.
We have
Despite
a
my
frog
appearance, I'm not.
somewhere.
Would it be wrong to use the frog as bait?
I don't know if you
Alex,
can understand us. So
Just
I
out of
mean,
curiosity, what's your passive perception?
13.
So you know exactly where I am. I'm not hidden from you. You know exactly where I am. You see me like pretending to try like hiding behind a tree limb.
I mean, I guess we can use them as bait. This kind of means I don't think they can understand us. I also
I'm
don't
not
know.
saying that they. You know how it goes. I'm not saying that they, like, we have to kill them or anything. Just like maybe lure the smart one over here. I don't know.
I mean, I could just go round them all up and bring them all this way, but there's also that. Or we can just go in guns blazing
I-
like we did yesterday.
I think we can kill these things pretty easy. Those last ones weren't too hard.
That's
All
true.
right.
Let's do it.
You
I kind of
know,
heft my sword up. And...
if
So
you did get them all in one place, I could hit them all real hard.
okay.
Okay, I'm fast.
Also, let it be known, Mister Mr. Jack, I did not prepare my moon spell today, so you don't have to worry about me accidentally burning you with moonlight, and I do apologize for that. That was not my intention.
It's not your fault. I walked
mean-
right into it.
Yeah, you literally did. So I don't recommend doing that again, though. That probably didn't feel the best.
Not particularly.
So, if you guys give me a chance, if you do get them rounded up, I could make life very unpleasant for them for a little while. And if I tell you to cover your ears, okay?
Okay.
Great.
All right.
I'm gonna start making my way to back to the south side again.
Okay. I only have
Uh,
30 feet in this form, so I'm just eventually gonna move to right there.
Yeah. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Wrong tool. I'm just gonna move up 30 and see what happens. See if these guys notice.
Same.
Seeing everyone else move up, you would see a little red frog sort of like stealthily Like he's imagining that he's hearing the Mission Impossible theme song playing in his head.
Dun dun
But when
dun dun
actually
dun
here,
dun dun
he's gonna
dun.
like do a barrel
Dun-dun-dun,
roll
dun-dun-dun.
over to this area here.
I love it.
That's one funny
He
frog.
is so sneaky, guys. Don't even worry about it.
So as you guys kind of begin moving up out kind of out in the open, you do see the zombies still working. However, as you're walking up, the flesh golem turns around at hearing you guys walk up, and almost like with childlike wonder, you see this golem, this large golem, get a look on its face and starts moving directly towards you all. But everyone, everyone, give me a insight check.
Well, I'm good at these.
Insight. There it
A
is.
22. Yeah. Oh.
So it's funny that Jack doesn't realize this, but Jogreth and Silpros, you both notice this. The flesh golem doesn't seem to have intent to fight you guys. It doesn't look like he's walking towards you to hurt you. It's like he's walking towards specifically Jack with the childlike wonder of, "Oh my god, it's a rabbit. I want to pet it."
Rabbit.
Oh, look, he likes
Um,
you.
And he looks to be, as he's walking down, he has like both his hands out like, "I want to pet it."
I think he just wants to pet you, Jack. I don't think he wants to fight you.
He just wants to love you and squeeze you and name you George.
And he gets right here, towering over you all, and he kind of kneels down a little bit and reaches out one hand and goes to pat the top of your head, Jack.
Do I have a reaction to that?
You can if you want to do something as he's reaching down.
I mean, I'm a soldier, not a pet, so I'm not happy about that. And I'm going to swing at him.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh snap!
Yeah, that hits.
I was gonna tell him to go get you a snack.
Let's see here.
Well, looks like we're gonna fight this flesh golem.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I can relate. Sometimes you just want to pet things that are
It's-
smaller than you.
Yeah.
It's funny because as Jack, you slash at the flesh golem, cutting off two of his fingers. Again, kind of like a big child. He grabs his hand, and you can hear kind of like crying sounds as he kind of rushes behind this tree trying to hide. But it's very obvious that he is not hiding. It's like Shaquille O'Neal hiding behind a pole.
I think you scared him.
No, I'm not for petting.
Listen.
I know.
What if we could get him to fight with us?
How do you do that?
I'm gonna go talk to him.
All right, yeah, take your shot.
I'm gonna do it.
But if he pets me again,
I'll tell him not to pet you. I'll
Right.
tell him not to pet you. Or at the very least, maybe I can convince him to just go away and do something else so that we don't have to contend with him. If the smart one is controlling him. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wander over to about here. And I'm just gonna smile at him and say, "Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. We should be friends." And I'm gonna cast suggestion. And I would like to see a wisdom save 13.
15.
God damn.
Oh no!
I'm still just gonna. It's
Mhm.
hard to tell, I bet, whether that took or not. So I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, do you want me to look at your owie?"
He from behind the tree kind of looks around and gets even lower to put his hand with two missing fingers out towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh.
for once, you actually hear a voice coming from this creature.
Oh.
It seems like this flesh golem at least can speak, although it is rough. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of loud and booming, so everyone can kind of hear it. And you hear him say, kind of through tears, "We no harm. We
Oh.
just build."
Oh, I'm sorry. My friend just doesn't like to be petted. Let me come over there and work on your hand, okay? Then you can get back to building. How about that? Is that okay?
He kind of nods his head.
Okay. So I'm gonna come over and take his hand, his great big hand, and just sort of pat it and say, "Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing." I'm gonna do cure wounds.
Okay.
Listen, I tell you what, we kind of need to talk to your boss. It might, my friend might like it if you maybe go across the stream here and find him some carrots. I think there are some over there.
I don't think you should stereotype a guy with a big sword. I'm just saying.
Funnily enough, I'm actually eating carrots right now.
That's actually really funny.
Like in real life.
Yeah.
Oh God.
As you say that, you kind of see the bleeding stumps of his fingers heal up from the cure wounds, and he looks at you and says, "If talk boss, I can bring
Bring, bring the boss, you mean?
you to boss."
Oh, what? Just quick question. Since you were friends now, right? I mean, I'm just assuming that you're so nice, and I like you, and I made your hand stop hurting, right? So we're friends. If your boss tried to hurt me, what would you do?
We no hurt. We just rebuild.
Hmm. Okay. Tell you what, buddy. Let me just go back, talk to my friends, see how they're feeling, see if any of them need me to make them feel better, okay? So you just take a rest, sit tight here.
He nods his head, and you hear like you see dust kind of lift from the ground as he loud thump
Yeah.
against the ground, and he sits down.
Yeah.
It's like the tree's kind of between his legs, uh, and he kind of glares from behind the tree right at Jack, like,
Hmm.
this mean man."
Okay, I'm gonna come back here and say, okay, you probably heard most of that because he's not very quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, I think I think the big dude really is just kind of got a one-track mind thing happening. He's just for building. He did just want to pet you. Um, didn't
That
want to
seems
hurt
like
you.
that seems like two tracks to me, petting and building.
I think his main track is the building,
All right.
and I doubt that their boss has really shared any plans with the big guy. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't seem like the one that you would have at your war council, particularly. So the whole "we don't want to hurt, just rebuild" seems like more of a personal thing that he might be projecting on his boss.
All right. Well, hopefully you're not getting outsmarted by this big dumb flesh beast, but
I think I am.
I'll trust you for now.
So the
But
so
I'm
the
watching
question
him.
is, oh sure. No, watching him is fine. Um, I don't think he would hurt us if we went into this area, but I don't know if we just want to waltz in there or again kind of go around the back.
Well, I mean, in case it wasn't clear before, there are a few dudes back there, and one of them looks bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe has a brain that's
Mm-hmm.
functioning.
Like a brain of his own, as opposed to just holding one or eating one.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if he's eating one, but you know.
Hmm. So Pi, back where the smart one is, there's like breaks and the wall isn't built up or anything, right?
It has not been. Yeah, it's
Okay.
broken and.
Okay.
I'm gonna move to this, like, I guess the top of this tree trunk. Like, I
Mhm.
can jump on it, I assume.
You can, if
Okay.
you want.
Okay, I will get there and I will throw a dart to this zombie.
Okay.
Wait, that's not how you throw a dart. There.
That does hit.
Do 6 piercing.
Okay. You throw a dart, and this zombie takes it, and uh, you see the the zombie down here, the lead one. You hear him shout something as he sees this happen. Let me just
Oh boy.
reveal more zombies real quick.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, they're just zombies.
Uh, but you hear this other zombie. He kind of starts shambling out, and you hear him shout, "Wait! Stop!"
I in common.
Yes.
I yell back, "What do you want?"
We're just trying to rebuild. And he kind of walks up to you, and he kind of shoves this zombie, like not shoves, but he kind of pushes this zombie back a little bit, and you see all the other zombies kind of uh, stop building and kind of look at you as Jilgreth, you see the flesh golem peek from out from behind the tree, and he kind of just says, "Told you, build."
Okay, sorry. And I slowly back my weight up, one step at a time, until I get back to Alex's character because I don't know how to pronounce that name.
You see
However
this
you want, really.
zombie kind of shamble out,
Hero.
and he looks at all of you and says, "Why are you here hurting my family?"
The village that you're building close to does not enjoy the presence of undead. You know.
We're just trying to rebuild. We mean no harm to them.
So, question. What's gonna happen when you're done rebuilding? What's your end game here? What's the long-term goal?
This is where we all came to worship before we were taken, and we wish to rebuild and worship again. Me and my family, we broke free from the necromancer's control who took over us, and we came back to rebuild.
Oh, where is this necromancer?
He died, and his death freed us from his control.
Huh.
Who killed him? Or how did he die? That's a better question.
I do not know. We were all under his control 1 second, and then we weren't, and we. I found his body in his laboratory, and then I went to free everyone else.
Well,
Where is this laboratory at?
in the mountains.
Is it far?
You kind of look around and you do indeed see the mountains way far away.
Hmm.
What do you plan to how do you plan to sustain yourselves if you're here and worshiping? What are you gonna eat? What are you gonna do other than worship?
There are plenty animals around. We don't mean any harm to the humans or any other living. You know what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The
Can
DM
the
can't
rest of
think
your
of other
family
creatures.
can the rest of your family communicate like you do?
Not as well as me, but I can translate. They've come with me and are rebuilding our temple.
I just look at the party and go, well, this muddies the waters.
Yeah, it does. If we just leave him here, are we gonna get paid?
I mean, the job did say to just take care of it. I mean, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
really one for undead, but they're also not necessarily actively being a danger to others. So it is a very double-edged sword.
Tell the village we won't wander close anymore. Tell them we're dead, and I promise you we won't wander close anymore. Tell them the ruins are contaminated.
What do you,
Hmm.
What?
if you're not gonna wander close, how are you gonna get materials to rebuild?
We will. We sent out some of our members to grab some materials. They should have been back by now.
Hmm.
Yeah, we, they're dead. We may have killed them.
We did. We totally killed them because I mean, come on. I mean, zombies, right?
Well, they do kind of attack us, did they?
Yeah.
And
Oh
and
no,
they
I
also kind of killed those people that were camping there. I don't think that they were zombies when they started camping, were they?
don't think so.
He looks at you and says, "There shouldn't have been campers around. We sent out a small group. Some of us like to go back to our old ways when we were once living. Some of us like to pretend as if we were sleeping.
Oops.
It helps them get over the fact that we're dead."
Well, that's on us.
Yeah, yeah, it is. That's my fault. My bad.
As sign of good faith, as we won't wander to the village, please let me give you this. I could show you that we are mean no harm. And he kind of reaches down to you see a pair of boots that he's wearing, kind of shiny-ish boots, surprisingly clean. And he reaches down and he begins taking them off. And he takes one off and kind of places on the ground in front of you. And he goes to take the other off, and the foot comes with it, and he places it down in front of him, kind of like right here, and says, "One of you can take this as sign of good faith."
I, I don't think we want your foot, but here, I'll move forward and take the foot out of the
Oh,
shoe
okay.
and give him his foot back.
You give the foot back, and he kind of reattaches it. It's really just him shoving the foot bone back into the leg.
Gross.
You kind of see the foot is kind of a bit higher up in the leg now.
Now he's got
He's got
full limb.
a pronounced limp. Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of slanted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's weird because I don't know. I don't really want to fight these guys.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Can I make my way to the box here and see what's in there? Like
Sure.
if
Roll me investigation.
yep, not intimidate.
Intimidate
Got
the
it.
box. Inside the box does seem to be, looks to be kind of ramshackled together, put together stone and wooden tools to try and rebuild.
Can I see what this spiral stair is leading to?
It's broken. It doesn't lead to anything. It would have led
Alright.
to an upper floor in this temple, but it's all broken. What was the perception
Uh,
for there, Keck?
So seeing him like put the boots down and still come and take them. Sorry, I'm talking fast because I gotta go upstairs real quick. Keck would sort of like come out of the tree and lay down in front of him a crowbar, a hammer, 5 pitons, and 50 feet of rope. And
Wow.
then like because he's guessing that like there's some sort of trade happening, and so then he would like hop back. So and I will be back right back again. Sorry.
Okay. You see one of the other zombies kind of you hear the main guy growl a little bit, and then one of the other zombies walks up and grabs the supplies and then brings them back in. At this point now, all the other zombies have kind of gone back to work.
What did you say was over here?
oh yeah, that was gonna ask that. Yep, go ahead.
That is what looks to be a. I'm just using a ghoul token for it, but it looks to be like a reanimated dog.
Oh, oh, okay. So let's see. We're probably gonna have to go back to the village, and we would have to convince them not to come over here, right?
That's
I
probably right.
suppose
So
so.
I can try to. And I mean, just looking at me, you can tell that it will probably go well. She she fluffs the fur around her, on her hood a little bit, like it's her hair. Um, I could try to convince them that we had to use great and powerful magic to cleanse everything, and that it needs to be left alone for a long period of time in order to make sure the contagion is taken care of. So if y'all would back me up,
I
we could
mean,
probably do that, and if it doesn't work, then we kill the villagers. Simple.
well, that's quite an extreme change of pace. Just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, I don't think we need to kill the villagers. That seems crazy.
Fine.
Yeah, as much as I like to get paid for my first job, yeah, it is what it is.
Fine. Okay.
I
I
mean, we can
guess.
also just tell them not to come this way and that these guys are harmless. If they come this way, they're probably gonna die by zombies, and they'll just add to the zombie horde.
If we say they're gonna die by zombies, then they'll probably just hire some other adventurers.
True, true.
And
So I
Clemba's
guess
got the
we would
job.
have to convince them that these are cool zombies, hip zombies.
I don't have sunglasses.
You know, you'd think you would with that whole moonbeam thing that you got going, but
No, no. It's at nighttime. I don't wear sunglasses at night.
I feel like a bard could write a song about that.
yeah, I'll work on it. She gets out a notebook. She starts scribbling down some notes.
Sunglasses at night. Exactly what you want to
Sunglasses. So I can do what? I don't know. Note to self. Work on that. Okay.
Note to self, what happens when I wear sunglasses
Yes,
at night?
exactly. Why am I doing it? Why? Okay, what's my motivation? All right. Well, I guess we go back to town and try to convince them that we've taken care of the problem. How would you? She turns back to the zombie and says, "What? Why does your worship have to be here? Exactly."
Because this is where our temple is.
Have we heard this temple before? As a thing?
You knew about there being an abandoned temple from the letter, the job post.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And what do we know about Ilmater? Is that what you said?
Ilmater
Yes.
is like the god of suffering and like perseverance, martyrdom.
Mm-hmm. He is the god of those who suffered, the oppressed, and the persecuted.
He's also like the
Yeah,
god of
so it's
compassion as well. Like he's
yeah.
like the person like Like if you're like broken and everything, he's the god you pray to because
He's
he's the only
Jesus.
one who cares. Yeah, pretty much.
Wouldn't they, in that case, the compassionate thing to do to these things that are just like rotting piles of flesh be to like end their misery? Wouldn't
Pretty
that be the
draconian
more
of you.
wouldn't that be the more holy thing to do in this situation for
I
these?
mean, I feel like since this is a creature that we could actually ask that question and get a response, that maybe that's not our decision.
I suppose that's true.
Is that the
Hey,
that's
hey,
the that's like the Witcher point of view. If it talks and is intelligent, I'm not touching it.
well, I might touch it, but you know. So hey, do you have a name?
Oh boy, names.
Daryl.
Fantasy Steve.
Daryl. Let's see.
Jared.
His
I'm
brothers Larry, Daryl, and Daryl.
That's my other brother Daryl.
Yeah, this
Let's
is Junior.
see. His
Daryl
name's
Jr.,
gonna be.
Daryl the Fourth.
What's a stupid name? His name's gonna be Xyler.
Is what?
Xyler. But
Xyler.
with an X.
Yeah.
Xyler.
Xyler, buddy. Do you like being undead?
Um. I wish I was not, but I am back with my family and we are rebuilding, so we accept it.
I think I could. Is it possible to build your temple, build a new one somewhere? That maybe would have you could like start making new memories instead of being at the old place.
Give me a persuasion.
All right.
Like help her?
Sure, so roll with advantage.
Yay.
21.
I'll take that 21, please.
Yeah, I think you'll want to take that 21. He kind of looks at you with a dumb look on his face because he's a zombie.
Mhm.
And he says, "If it means keeping peace, I suppose we can move our supplies somewhere else."
Oh, that's so sweet. I think that you'll probably like it better if you feel a little safer. And maybe somewhere a little bit more hidden, you know?
Yeah, maybe not as broken as well too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What about the lab that you came from? Was that like secret and secluded?
Not many of us want to return there.
Okay, well, that's fair. I just thought maybe you could, like, take it over as a place of worship to sort of reclaim it. But no, I get that. I get that.
We can follow the river deeper into the woods.
I love this for you.
And he kind of turns around and does some growls, and kind of you see some of the zombies walking around putting stuff in boxes.
You know what, buddy? I think this is just going to work out better for everybody.
I walk on and hand him same as my hammer, my crowbar, and 20 gold. Just be like, this may help you get something from human.
You see another one of the zombies kind of walk up and grab the supplies and put it in a box. And the main boy, Xyler the zombie, looks at all of you and says, "Thank you for not harming us further. We just want to rebuild. Thank you for listening."
Oh, good luck, buddy. This is gonna make a really good song.
And you see kind of all of them begin walking down the river. Boop doop. Just gonna put them all in a
Oh, look
line.
at them go. They grow up so fast.
And as they're all walking, the flesh golem joins them, and kind of like the last like goodbye, you see the flesh golem last in the line turns around to look up at all of you, and specifically you, Jilgrath, and kind of just waves and says, "Bye, friends,"
Bye.
and they all walk off into the woods.
Isn't that where we came from? And that's
Well, if we give him some time, we can let him go deeper into the woods and we can go a different way back.
True. It's true.
I'm gonna just start walking around in the temple side and try to do some investigation or perception.
Sure. What you looking for?
Uh, what is they just broken boxes? Basically, that's all it has.
These are like these like broken pews and rubble.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a investigation to some of these boxes, I guess, to see if there's anything useful or informative.
Sure. With an 18, you do find some kind of ruined books that have a few pages talking about Ilmater and the worship of the temple. But you really don't find much other than, old maybe like old robes and stuff like that.
I went back to the party and say, yeah, I can't find anything. Seems like that it's not up here.
Is there a section that looks like it was where the altar was?
That would have been where the main zombie was sitting down here.
Okay. I'm gonna just jet over there real quick and kneel down and leave one of my tarot cards on the altar. And
Okay.
then just come back to the group.
All right. Which one do you leave?
Let's see. I think I keep meaning to make my D&D tarot and I haven't done it, but I think that I would leave the chariot.
Okay.
You know, you don't want to get on the bad side of gods, for one thing.
Mm-hmm. I had to Google this. The Chariot is a card about overcoming conflicts and moving forward in a positive direction.
Indeed.
Well, there you go.
And yeah.
Seems appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right. So do you guys walk back to the village?
Yes.
So it's probably going to take
Yeah.
some convincing to get them to pay us here.
Oh, we got it. I mean, because if they go and look, they'll find that that area doesn't have any zombies anymore, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
You
Don't worry
did.
about it.
You did clear the place out of zombies, technically.
Fair enough.
You did take care of them. So as you go back, you get paid by unnamed NPC number 3. You get your 200 gold per person. And if you get those that item checked out, the boots, I'm going to paste something in the current game thread. It is this item, boots of the vigilant. While you wear these boots, you sense impending danger. After you roll initiative, you can choose to roll a d8 and add it to your initiative roll. Once this property is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn. And it doesn't take attunement.
Oh, nice.
That's fun.
I saw where those boots came from, and I don't want them.
Yeah, I don't think I'd wear them either. Kind of gross. Get my fur all matted.
I mean, I have lived outside for a long time, so I'll just clean them out and wear them if nobody else wants them.
Yeah, you
Fine
go
with
ahead
me.
and grab them.
Alright.
So you
Cat, can you
guys,
wear the boots as a frog?
Like
looks at you.
sleep in one. Use one as a tent.
Oh, the mental picture is awesome. It'd be a safe place to sleep, right? Because
Yeah. It's funny because I don't have dark vision, so if I ever take any like watches, they would actually be very helpful. My
That's
feet,
true.
I would get tingling in my toes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get paid. You take the boots. Eventually, you make it back to the guild hall. And for any guild members here, who I believe would only be Cyril and Jack, you guys are given your and Silpros, you guys are given your
Me too.
well, you've done a job before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
These for new.
well, unless you
new
wouldn't have
members.
gotten it, but anyone who wouldn't have had one, you guys get your official Dungeon Delvers Guild guild member badge.
Yay.
Yeah.
Woo!
And you get paid, you
Nice.
get your badges, you get your boots, and ended a little bit early, so everyone say goodbye to YouTube. This is the end of the game.
Nice. Well done,
Goodbye.
everybody. Bye, YouTube.
And as always, good pie, everyone, and stay sweet. Peace,
Mhm.
y'all. Happy dungeon delving and whatnot.